Tired of serving plain white rice with your curries? It's time to switch it up with herbed garlic rice. Let's face it, while plain white rice is a classic pairing for many curries, sometimes it can get a bit boring, which is why I like switching it up. So we're making an herbed garlic rice today. Tons of herbs, tons of garlic, and it only takes a couple more minutes than making conventional white rice. So speaking of rice, we are working with basmati today. Repeat after me, basmati, not basmati. Although if you do pronounce it that way, that's okay, but we're gonna work on this together, okay? So I'm gonna pour my basmati into a bowl, and now we get into the whole process of rinsing and soaking our rice, which is so important to get those long, elongated grains of basmati that we all know and love. I'm going to cover my rice with cold water and gently massage the grains to release any excess starch. You'll notice that the water will start to turn cloudy. Then I'm going to drain my rice and repeat this process several times until the water runs clear. Now we're gonna soak our rice, and I cannot even begin to stress how important this step is. It serves one of two purposes. Firstly, it hydrates the rice, makes it nice and plump, which means when you go to cook it, it won't break. And secondly, it takes a fraction of the time to cook because it already has so much moisture in it, okay? So we're gonna let this guy hang for about 20 to 30 minutes, and in the meantime, let's work on our garlic. So I have 12 cloves of garlic here. That is a ton of garlic, but it's gonna make the rice taste so good. And all I'm gonna do is really thinly slice it. My rice has soaked, and if you look at it, it has really undergone a transformation. So it's no longer translucent, it's opaque, it's beautifully white and nice and plump. It's ready to be boiled. So I have a big pot of water that I've brought up to the boil. I'm going to add my drained rice, and we're gonna cook it for about 5 to 6 minutes until it's tender but still has a bit of bite. Then I'm gonna drain it into a colander. I'm then going to spread my rice onto a baking tray, spreading it out so that it has a chance to cool down a bit. So while our rice is cooling, let's work on our garlic. I'm just gonna add a little bit of canola oil to a pan, and we're gonna add the garlic in as well. At this point, the heat is not on, but I'm going to turn it on now, and we're gonna slowly bring things up to temperature and let that garlic cook slowly until it gets slightly golden. Once it's golden, I'm going to pour the oil and the garlic all over the rice and season it with salt. And to add a little bit of brightness and freshness to the mix, I'm going to slice up some green onions, a little bit of fresh coriander, and our signature herb, dill, and we're going to scatter it all over the rice and toss everything until it's well mixed. And our herb garlic rice is ready. If you are a garlic lover, this recipe is for you. Our entire space smells like garlic right now, and I don't think that smell is going away anytime soon. Let's go in for a bite, a few of those herbs, the crunchy garlic. As soon as I bit in, I got toasty garlic. Each of those garlic slices has beautifully crisped up. It adds such great crunch to the rice. And speaking of the rice, that process of rinsing and soaking totally paid off because each grain is so beautifully elongated, unbroken, and tender. And then paired with all of those herbs, the unexpected dill, which adds such great flavor, those fresh spring onions and citrusy coriander. There is so much to love about this rice dish. Now, the next time you're looking to serve a different type of rice with your curry, consider my herbed garlic rice.